A very small man can cast a very large shadow.
The content on this channel, including but not limited to videos, audio, commentary, graphics, and descriptions, is created for informational, educational, and/or entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed are solely those of the individual creators and do not represent the views or positions of any other person, company, organization, or entity. Any references to persons or entities are based on publicly available information, personal opinion, or satire, and should not be interpreted as factual statements unless explicitly stated as such. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental unless clearly noted. Cosmographic software assumes all damages through their actions in relation to or incurred by any prosecution from any shared content on this channel.
Regarding the legal system, I've had a nice rung around, I don't know what you want to call it. I've been given essentially the fist. Just to start from the beginning, you're always told that you have a right to a lawyer. That's only if you're arrested or if there's actual criminal charges. The problem is, there's this little loophole, and it's called civil cases. In a civil case, you don't have a right to a lawyer. And I never was able to get legal help. Because every single time I tried, they would say that my situation was a situation of white-collar crime. What crime? I don't know what crime I committed. You see, the worst thing I ever did was talk shit online. And through talking shit and boasting, I deleted shit on a Discord server, which they've turned into now apparently a criminal charge, which is absurd. It's absolutely absurd because Discord and other platforms have flat out told them they don't own that material, but that'll come up a little bit later. So let's tell a little story from me. 2023. I had gotten someone hired for the company Cosmographic Software LLC. They stabbed me in the back, turned everybody that I knew in the company against me, completely ruined my reputation. I was the reason that we had, say, like the general relativity update, the reason that the program actually had any sort of advancement going on. Now it's just fucking spreadsheets and a terrible, shitty merch store. Amazing. It's an incredible achievement that they've done. From where I went from modifying clouds and getting MS maps added for ships or anything like that, to today, the best they have are spreadsheets that nobody's going to read, that nobody gives a shit about. So what happened? 2023. I was told that my position was secure, no matter what. I would always have access to a dev server, etc., etc. And I transferred the Discord server control to Vladimir Romanyuk in May. I thought, well, I've been here since the beginning. They're not going to do anything against me. July, they did stuff against me. August, by the time of August, they fucking ruined me. I had already lost my social security. They felt so secure. So, what happens? Well, let's look at this legal system now. At that point, I was actually, by the way, never paid for the month of August, which, as far as I'm concerned, they still owe me for. They say they don't. Well, I don't owe them. I don't owe them the $1 million or whatever the fuck it is they think I owe them. They spent all the money. They knew where I was financially. They just wanted to get rid of me. So they write me a letter. I think it came in around October, and I wrote a letter back, but it might have been like September or something. I don't even give a shit. So I'm Pareto Porto. And I just wrote him a letter back, and I said, what I want is $1 million after tax. That's it. Pay me off, buy me off, I'll walk away, you walk away. We're all good. No, instead, they did the exact thing that I said they were going to do. They were going to chase me through courts. That was the whole fucking point. Oh, and they held me in contempt in December, where I didn't even know I had papers. Bro, I wasn't even home. I never saw any of the papers they claim. The only reason that anything even came up to me was somebody said, hey, I looked up your name and you popped up in a legal case. Well, it was too late. There's no way for me to show up. Then I was kicked out of my apartment. So they had another fucking hearing. I don't have a lawyer. I don't have anything. Dude, I'm fucking broke. I'm sleeping on a friend's couch at this point. So I'm 980 miles away, and within about 2 weeks of that case, I'm told, oh, you have to be in court. All right. My account is negative, but I have to be in court. I call the court to tell them, hey, I'm fucking broke. I got nothing. They got an automatic default. 2 defaults. They cheated. That's cheating. Those are not legitimate claims then. I can't be there. I had to have a roof over my head. I had to have food. So you get 2 defaults. And now they use this, by the way. This is their entire thing since they chased me through bankruptcy. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because this is how the court system works. You think you're going to be able to rush in when you get an attorney. So I finally get an attorney. My family has to go into debt. I finally get a lawyer. And I'm like, let's undo... No, we can't undo that. That's now matter of fact. That's matter of law. What are you talking about? It's matter of law. I wasn't home. I wasn't there. Well, you said a bunch of bullshit online. Or they say you said these things. Or other people acting in consort. Dude, I can't control other people. And I can't control what other people have to say. This is still going on to this day. This is the funny part. And then now the lawyer is $700 to $1,000 an hour. So no matter what email you send, whatever, that's $700. Gone. Poo-pooed. So what happens? Well, I had one attorney that goes on and on where I have to keep complying and complying and complying. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I don't give a shit about internet posts. I'm going to talk shit, but oh, that's a violation of a court, or that's this, that's a... And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It cost my family over $30,000. Plus an additional $15,000 that other people raised to help me. Plus another $2,000 to help me file for bankruptcy. Oh, get this. You want to talk about the judicial system and about the court system and about lawyers? You have to have money to say you have no money. And the best part is, it was held against me in bankruptcy during the adversary proceeding. See, I committed credit card fraud. It's on the record. It's on the fucking record. And you know what American Express said to me? Well, it was under like 10 grand, whatever. When you have money in the future, if you ever do, come back to us. You were a great customer, etc. Cosmographic software chased me through bankruptcy court to claim, through adversary proceedings, to claim that what I owed them was non-dischargeable. The problem is, they had a stacked record. They stacked the record. They stole my Left 4 Dead mods account. They stacked the record saying that I was going to get to walk away. And they still chased me. So they spent on a packet of paper over $50,000 to mail to my mom's house a stack of papers. 50 grand? Bro, that's like 3.5 to 4 years of what my income was. And I worked for them for a decade. Like, they spent so much money to make an example of me. And the whole time, I was told by courts, just get a lawyer. I went through the Michigan court system. I tried. It took them 8 weeks to get back to me to say that it was out of their pay grade and they couldn't offer me any legal services. Legal aid in Alabama. Same thing. Week after week. We can't help you. This is white-collar crime territory. Over and over. You can't get a lawyer. And then the fucking court, the one from Judge Goldsmith, they're in fucking Michigan, had the audacity, that clerk. She was a fucking bitch. Had the audacity to tell me, just learn the legal system. You mean the thing that people have to go and get trained for half a fucking decade? So that they understand what the hell they're writing down in paper? What the hell they're doing? That I should just learn the legal system. Well, you know what I have to say on the judicial system and the legal system of the United States? Is go fuck yourself. This is a system made where if you have a shitload of money and you could overload it, you will win. And the best part is, you have to comply with these court orders. Well, I fucking don't. I don't have to comply with injustice or having somebody tell me my rights are being restricted and I can't speak my opinion. I don't have to comply with that, and neither do you. Anybody out there, neither do you. That's why I have guns. Because the fun part is, they will kill you over this. In fact, with what's going on now, Cosmographic software, the criminals that they are, the lies that they've sold to the people, they say I stole code and all this stuff. I didn't steal a goddamn thing. I deleted some shit on Discord and talked shit on the internet. They stole my Left 4 Dead Mods account. They went after my private email that had photos of my wife and I, videos of my wife and I. I handed that off to a friend and said, you do what you have to do. You think would you turn over your private information to people like this? No. No, you wouldn't. I lost information that was on that account. My information. Private photos. Private videos. That I have publicly even said this. Because I told my attorney, and who didn't defend me, who didn't help. I had bad legal advice. And I can't win these fights. So it goes back to, how is this going to play out? They're going to win their criminal conviction. They're going to put out a warrant for my arrest. And the only option I have at that point is defense of my liberty. They've got more guns. They've got more people. I'm not a threat to the judicial system. I love this country. I love the United States. I don't want my country to be like this. If they can have a team of 50 lawyers, why can't I? Well, if you want that, you gotta pay for it. Why should I have to pay to have an equal legal representation? The judge has failed me. Actually, the judges have failed me across 2 states. I never even got a chance to go in front of a judge to speak my mind. I never even got a chance to say a word at any of these hearings. They spoke for me. And you think, oh, who spoke for you? No, it wasn't my lawyers. I didn't have lawyers half the time. I had to represent myself through half of bankruptcy. But I never got a chance to explain. And they didn't care. The entire system is made so that billionaires and millionaires and people with money can completely beat you down and destroy you. And if you don't comply, and you don't stand up for yourself, well, even if you do stand up for yourself, they're going to call you a threat to the judicial system of the United States, and they'll fucking kill you. And that, like I have said from my free speech video, is a hill that I am willing to die on. If they want to kill me because I spoke my mind, because others spoke their mind, and they call them associates and all this crazy shit, it's just another erosion of your freedom of speech. And I can't comply with injustice. So, to end it, as always, fuck Cosmographic software. You guys hate America. And I know you do, because I know each of you. I know you, Alex. You talk shit about the United States government constantly. I know you, Vladimir Romanyuk, and you talk shit about the United States government constantly. I know you, Sean Young. You talk shit about the United States government constantly. You want to see this country burn. And you hate someone like me because I'm a fucking patriot. Well, you know what? Go fuck yourselves.
Power resides where men believe it resides.